More breaking news. Late today, the House did exactly what you thought they were going to do, okay? On a party line vote, they're going to have an impeachment inquiry into President Biden over alleged financial dealings with his son. Now, look, this is deja vu all over again as far as I am concerned, okay? This is a crime in search of proof. It is a political prosecution. I don't know how it's a legitimate extension of oversight. I don't know how it's an extension of your interests. And I think it's going to be a great distraction, and I think it's politically motivated. And I have felt this in the past, which you know if you've been watching me. Hunter Biden, subpoenaed, instead decided to hold a press conference outside of Congress. He's going to have a legal fight in front of him. Here's his explanation.
And in the depths of my addiction, I was extremely irresponsible with my finances. But to suggest that as grounds for an impeachment inquiry is beyond the absurd. There is no evidence to support the allegations that my father was financially involved in my business because it did not happen. I am here to testify at a public hearing today to answer any of the committee's legitimate questions. What are they afraid of? I'm here. I'm ready.
Now, I don't believe in weaponizing addiction. It's wrong to say because the guy's an addict, you should dare trash his character. And I don't think Hunter should be saying it's because of his addiction that he had any financial irregularities or anything like that. I think his business practices are a problem. I just don't think they're an uncommon problem. Bill O'Reilly joins us now with his take. It's good to see you, big man. What do you think?
Well, first of all, on the UFO thing, the president could declassify all those documents tomorrow, couldn't he not?
You know what happens with that? We saw this during the Trump administration. He had good intentions about the Kennedy file, and then they come to you.
He can declassify what he wants.
I know, but just listen. First of all,
declassify what he wants.
There is a process.
Why are we bothering with the House, and why are we bothering with the political
because there's a process.
Stuff?
There's a process.
When Biden,
you can't just wave your hand and say, I declassify it. It's not how it works.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
He can sign an executive order and says...
You can sign an executive order,
I just read
which has to go through the counsel's office, which is going to be doctored and is going to be lobbied on by people on both sides. It's what happened with the Kennedy files with Trump.
Let him sign the executive order.
You're assuming he gets to executive order. Look, all right, anyway, continue.
Okay. You're politicizing this. The House did this. It's all bull. If Biden wants to, he can declassify and he'll win under the Constitution. Hunter Biden. So Steve Bannon did the same thing that Hunter Biden did. Steve Bannon was convicted of a crime. Okay? He's probably going to have to serve time. They're appealing, but he'll probably wind up behind bars. And he had to pay a fine to boot. So that means that Hunter Biden just put himself in jail for 4 months, which is what what Bannon got. Because Merrick Garland can't not prosecute Hunter Biden for failing to answer the subpoena and go through it with Steve Bannon and the other guy who's appealing his case, the other Trump guy. Why can't I remember his name? Navarro.
Peter Navarro.
Okay. So
he says
Hunter
he's going to
Biden
win
shows
that
up
case.
in grandstands. Good. I mean, I don't know. But the FBI arrested them. The FBI is going to have to arrest
Why not just have Hunter in an open hearing?
Well, because that's not the way the investigators want to do it. They want to get a deposition, and you're a lawyer, you know what that is. And they don't want the deposition to be public because they're going to vet what Hunter Biden would say. They're going to check it out. And then after they do that, they'll bring him in for a public hearing. That's how it's done. That's how I would do it.
That's how it's done sometimes. It's how it's done sometimes.
If you want to get to the truth. Now, here's the essence of this story. And I'm speaking as an American, not a journalist now. When you have tens of millions of dollars floating around, all right, and nobody knows what services were provided for the tens of millions of dollars, you have to investigate it. You have to. So there's no choice. And the FBI will not do it. Merrick Garland doesn't want any part of it. So the House committees had to do it.
Hey, thank you for watching. please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.